And he goes on to say that while everybody is sensitive to and respects the flag, I'll assure you that, but I'd hope that our fans, and I think they will, understand that our players have issues that they need help on. Obviously, our black players.
Yes.
They need help from the majority of America. And he ended up emphasizing those words again, those three words, they need help. Okay, I'm going to, just because I know how staunch he is in his beliefs, and he's God and country hand over heart.
Right.
For him to succumb and say, and again, you can be, if you want to be cynical about it and say, oh, he just couldn't help it, I'll give you that. But I just know him too. I spent literally hundreds of hours around this man to write not one or two, but 3 books on the Dallas Cowboys back in the 90s, for which he gave me unlimited access on all 3 of them. I could just call him day or night, and he would sit because he loves to hear himself speak.
Yeah.
And he can.
You're writing about him.
And I don't know how many times I looked at all my notes and I'd say, I don't even know what he just said, but he talked.
Skip, I think the thing is, look, power is great until someone challenges you for it. See, Jerry Jones' power in Dallas has been unchallenged until now. Now, Jerry's been all-powerful because he said toes at the line, right hand open, and blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing. All it was going to take, Don Terry Post says, I am going to kneel. And then all
so did Gerald McCoy before he got hurt.
Before he got injured. Yes. So now, all of a sudden, Skip, like I said, China had all this power until we saw the uprising in Tiananmen Square. Now, I know a lot of people don't remember Tiananmen Square in 1989. And we see even in Iran and some of these other dictatorial countries, is that, yeah, they're absolute, but people are willing to push back and says no. And I believe his players, that was the strongest. Dak says, hold on. No, it shouldn't be what you say. It should be each individual should be able to express themselves in the manner they see fit. That was the strongest that Dak had ever come out.
Ever. And that was earlier last week.
Yes.
Can I read the quote?
Yeah, go ahead. Please do.
This is Dak Prescott, I think it was last Wednesday, saying, right now it's about listening. We've heard Mr. Jones talk about grace, sharing grace, and having grace with players and what they want to do. If I had it my way, that's exactly what we do, is express ourselves individually, but love and support one another collectively.
Right.
Okay, beautiful.
Right. If you want to kneel, kneel. If you don't want to kneel, that's fine too. But allow me or allow them or allow us to express ourselves in a manner that we best see fit. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So recently, I think this had a lot of impact on Jerry's decision to go green light on whatever you want to do. Our commissioner, Roger Goodell, did an interview with our new man here at FS1, Emmanuel Acho, on his social media series called Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man. Roger Goodell said, if we could see this, please, in that interview, what our players are doing is being mischaracterized. These are not people who are unpatriotic. They're not disloyal. They're not against our military. What they were trying to do is exercise their right to bring attention to something that needs to get fixed.
Right.
That misrepresentation of who they were and what they were doing was the thing that really gnawed at me, Roger Goodell.
Yes.
He's been, for Roger, extremely outspoken on this issue, like, we missed the boat on Colin Kaepernick. It's time to fix whatever we can fix, whatever's in our power to fix. Let's make it up now.
Right.
Okay? I think that impacted Jerry because I think Jerry has a lot, they've obviously clashed, Roger and Jerry, but they have great respect, obviously, back and forth.
Right.
And I think Jerry sat back and said, you know what? Yeah, he's got a point. And I also point out to you that Jerry, just by my quick calculation this morning, I think he has 2 white starters on offense and 2 on defense. And that's debatable whether it's going to be 1 or 2 white starters. Just for the record, that's what he's up against, right? That's what he's dealing with. Those are the realities.
But your main guys are like the people they're trying to represent.
And your quarterback is black.
Yes.
Go.
Skip, I think the thing is also, I think Commissioner Goodell realized, he says, I want to be on the right side of history. Skip, kind of like LBJ. LBJ signed all these acts, but that wasn't his original stance. Even Lincoln, that wasn't his original stance. And through evolution and through change, they start to realize this isn't right. Let me get on the right side of history. Because in 2018, Commissioner Goodell and John Mara tried to draft try to put into place that would forbid players from taking a knee.
Yep.
That's what the commissioner and John Mara tried to do with these protests. But he realized, Skip, this isn't right. They're not trying to disrespect the flag. They're not trying to disrespect the military. I cut my TV on. I see what they're trying to do. Unless when something like that comes on, you cut your TV off, you know what they were trying to do. Cap told you. Every one of these men, from Kenny Stills to Malcolm Jenkins, has told you why they're doing this. That the police brutality, and it's elevating. The police brutality on black and minority people in America is becoming very reminiscent of the 60s. And the black, Skip, that's really one of the things that we protested. If you go back and look at history, Skip, all the riots that have happened in black America in 64, in Harlem in 65, in Watts in 67, in Detroit in 68 with the King assassination, 92, 14, 16. If you go back and look at it, Skip, what transpired? It's the killing of unarmed black men at the hands of police. Just look at it.
Yep, always. Or the beating.
Yes. So I don't get why. And like I said, it's been a very bad week, Skip. And so if I'm having a bad week, I need to shift it to something else. Well, let me jump on football. Football's about to come back on Thursday. Let's talk about that. And people then won't talk about what our potential, maybe allegedly said about our military. Maybe we can shift that. Again, Skip, now California is trying to institute the 1619 Project. I know you know what that is. The Time magazine did this story. Nicole Hannah-Jones helped direct it, Skip, and they were on a Pulitzer Prize. And it was about the reframing of America, the consequences of slavery, and the black men and women that helped build America. They're going to change the narrative. And President Trump says, I'm looking to defund any school that adds that to its curriculum. Skip, why not tell the true story of America? That's all you got to do, and he doesn't want that. And you don't want, Skip, I think it's great, because everybody that works at work somewhere, Skip, they're not all the same. Different religions, different orientation, different races. How not, you know what? The way you talk amongst yourselves in private, you can't talk like that in front of someone that's not of your race, of not of your religion, of not of that of your orientation. Why would you not have that in? That should be, I mean, it shouldn't be a training. That should just be common knowledge that you treat people with respect and dignity that you'd want yourself. But to take that out and then to say, Skip, it's un-American? Wow.
So the tweet in question, the retaliatory tweet, came not from the president, but obviously from his middle of the three sons.
But it's coming, Skip. You know something from the president coming.
I was just going to say, but it almost sounded like he wrote this one to me. Football is officially dead. So much for America's sport, quote unquote. Goodbye, NFL. I'm gone. Sounded a lot like father, like son.
Yes.
I also think there could be a phone call coming now that we're back to work off Labor Day holiday from our president right now, to Jerry Jones, saying, what are you doing to me? I thought you were an ally. I thought you were a supporter. I thought we were friends. Yeah, we're still friends, Donald, but
I can't stop this. I can't stop this wave.
Nope, can't stop this wave. And now let me take it to one last place, just on the football field. This did my heart so much good, because just on a very superficial, if I might, football level, this will be nothing but good for this football team, because they won't go in uneasily into the season.
Correct.
They're at odds with their owner.
Correct.
Where he comes across like massa, you know, like looking down on.
You're absolutely right. Yep.
And now it brings some new unity to the locker room. Okay, we are all in this together. And I think it can't do anything but help their ability to win football games and stay unified this year.
It definitely helps, Skip, because I believe you were gonna have one or two players that were gonna challenge Jerry on this. And then that, instead of the games, is gonna be, why did you take a knee when Jerry, didn't want you to? And that shouldn't be the storyline. The storyline should be the Cowboys on the field. Now, obviously, Skip, the players that protest, they're gonna be, at first, especially at first, maybe the first couple of weeks, and then after a while, it'll be just like everything else.
I agree.
It's gonna go away.
The first